Hello, hello. You got it.
I hear you. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're hot. Folks, we want to welcome everybody to Atrium Health Baseball Park here in Kannapolis, North Carolina, home of the Kannapolis Cannonballers. This is the 2024 MVP Carolina Metro Reds National Showcase. I'm Jeff Johnson.
Alongside with Travis Petty.
Travis Petty. Travis, listen, thank you for coming out here. The whole crew is here. We're streaming live. We're in the midst of this showcase that highlights all these guys. What's going on right now?
So far right now, sir, you have these young contestants running the 60-yard dash, and these guys have been running a very well dash. The standout to me has been Alec Rawler running a 6'3" and a 6'4". They made him run twice because of how fast he was. They said he was so fast. He said he ran slower than what he did. He ran a 6'3" and a 6'4", so it showed that it wasn't a fluke.
Well, the big thing that I like to see out of this is that these young men who are from all over the country are coming out here utilizing whatever skills they have to impress some of the coaches and some of the scouts that are out here. And this speed element is one that really makes a difference because, as they say, speed kills.
That absolutely, and that's one of the things that they teach you. Speed cannot be taught. It's only something that you're born with. Speed, speed, speed. That's something that a lot of these scouts look for is speed.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead. I'm going to let the camera kind of do the talking. We got some young men in there right now chugging along. We'll be doing the 60-yard dash first for all the players here, the participants. Then we go into the defensive mode or defensive evaluations where they'll be making throws from the outfield to third base. Then they'll make throws from shortstop to first base, throws from the catcher to second base, and throws from first base to third base. Then after that, we take a break, and then we'll be getting into the hitting.
Yes,
so it's
sir.
a big day.
Absolutely, yes, sir. And just to let the fans know, the players that are in the red are 2025, and the players that are in the blue are in the 2026. So the young men that are running right now are the class of 2026.
This event is brought to you by so many wonderful sponsors, and we truly appreciate it. Minority Baseball Prospects, of course. The Players Alliance. Carolina Metro Reds, who are the local sponsor of this thing, but a major, major friend of Minority Baseball Prospects. Baseball Prospects or Helping Hand, MVP Helping Hands. That's that philanthropic arm of the organization. Adidas and the Henry Louis Allen Foundation.
Devin Scott, 757.
As you can see, Devin Scott just ran a 7.57,
Devin Dortch, 707.
and Devin Dortch ran 7.07.
And it's interesting, folks, that
Number 81.
That are
Gabriel
streaming.
Ramirez and Gabriel Ramirez, and number 2, Israel Williams.
you're able to hear them on the field through our microphones talking about who's running right now. And, of course, you can see it from our high home camera. We've also got a camera recording them down on the field. So when these guys get up here and these coaches are able to see them, they get a good look at them.
Absolutely. It's like something that I always learned playing sports is you want to get a high view. That's something that you see that a lot of the scouts doing. You see a lot of the scouts up here at the top of the press box, the way they get a good aerial view of the player, and I can only imagine the thoughts of the player. You have to be nervous for this type of showcase. You have scouts out here. You have your family out here. I know it's very nerve-wracking, but like they say, you can never make the moment too big, and it's something that you guys have to do.
But you know, last night, one of the great things that I love about this organization is that they talk to the parents, to the players, and everybody around about taking personal responsibility for what you do.
Absolutely.
Because in order for you to move on to the next level,
You have to hold yourself accountable for your actions. There
yes,
you go.
sir. Yes, sir. You got to be the guy because, you know, if you think about it, all of these guys are probably really good players on their team. Now, think about it. They're probably the best.
Absolutely.
But to move up to the next level, if you're the best in this place, when you get up to the next level like college, lot of good
A
players.
lot of good players, and that's something that I've learned from a lot of these college players. When you talk to them, they were the best at their high school. So when they get to the college level, it's a way different transition because now you're used to being the first at your high school. Now you're 12th, 13th. Now you got to learn how to translate your skills. And it's all about practice, 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 repetition. One of the things that I learned is hard work beats talent when talent won't work. So you have to put your work in, and that you put your work in, the talent will show.
No doubt about it. And you know, one of the great things too about them is that the Helping Hands element does a lot of player development, education for parents and stuff. And I would ask people to go online to the website and check out what they've got to offer, because as a parent or somebody that's doing that, a lot of times you don't know.
Absolutely. And one of the things that you always want to do, you want the best for your child. You
Yeah.
told me before you were a baseball, football, track, and then you had a son come on that decided to do baseball. So it's a whole different transition.
It
I
is.
understand what you're saying when
It
you say
is.
from that point.
It is. We're winding these guys down. I think we got about another 15 or 20 more runners. They're going two at a time. 60-yard dash element of this national showcase for minority baseball prospects and the Carolina Metro Reds. After that, we'll get into the throwing aspect. That's the defensive aspect. And then we get the hitting after we get a little bit of something to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we need, man. That's what we need. Energy, energy, energy.
I need energy all the time. I just went over there and had me a peanut butter cracker or two.
Oh,
A
man.
little protein. Get in there.
Only thing I had was some water. That's all I had.
See,
That's
you
all
young.
the energy I
You
had.
young, though.
I mean, that's what they say, but I still need my energy. Youngest can only help me out for so long.
That's the truth.
To the donation table, tell them to scan that barcode and send it to their parents immediately. After they go to that donation link, they can run again.
No, you- Where's yours, right?
5, Justice Mike.
Look at that boy throw. He just. Folks, as we're looking out here, there are so many young athletes that are just so strong. And I just witnessed a young man throw from center left field, more toward the center field, all the way over the foul line in right field. What an arm. It's going to be interesting to see some of these guys in the throwing competition.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get the name on them so we can see who threw
can't
that.
see who
And we
threw
can't
that.
see who threw it.
That was a toss.
And I tell you one of the guys that stunned out to me has been Alec Waller. I haven't seen him throw yet, but his 60-yard dash is one of the fastest I've seen.
What time was it?
He ran a 6.3 and then a 6.4. No one has been able to beat those numbers or even come close to it.
Wow.
They made him run twice. He said that he ran slower. He said he wanted to run again, and he ran a flat again, 6.3 and 6.4. Watch out for the name Alec Waller, ladies and gentlemen.
Alec Waller.
2025 graduation year in the red jersey. Man, I can only imagine what's going through the minds of these athletes. What's something that you would be telling your son? And in this type of mindset, what's something that you would tell him as a parent to get him kind of cooled down? As you said, it's a lot of talent out here, and you're used to being the best at your high school. Now you're coming into a whole nother environment, a whole nother state, might I add, and you're going to have to put your emotions to the side. You have your parents next to you. What's something that you would tell your child to help calm his nerves down, being that you're a former athlete?
Well, the big thing is it's all in that planning. Trust the process, trust the planning, but on the day of, all that stuff's out the window.
Yeah.
It's about competition at that time. And, you know, the only person that you're really going against, sure, you're going to run against somebody or whatever else, but you're going against yourself.
Absolutely.
You've got to be that inner competitor in you to do better, to always get better. Every time you go out, you know, as a parent, my major thing is support. I'm not a coach, but I am a coach to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always just saying, encouraging, do your best, and knowing to them, even if it doesn't beat somebody else, we know it's your best, and we're going to be there to support you as a parent.
Absolutely.
So that's the big thing for me, is just show them support and challenge them. You can do this. You can do better sometimes. So that's the challenge with parents. Yes, sir.
As you can see, you have a lot of parents sitting down in the
Yes.
stands, and right above their children, right above the dugout, here for their support. A lot of family and friends alongside with them.
Number
I think we got about 120 kids here or so,
Wow.
maybe. So you just think about it, folks. 120 kids. We've got at least 2 parents for each kid. So there's a lot of people here at Atrium Health Park, home of the Kannapolis Cannonballers. And this stadium, just to let y'all know, the Cannonballers are an affiliate of the White Sox.
Absolutely.
White Sox organization, 1A affiliate, and they are a fantastic organization. And this particular venue is one of the top in MILB stadiums.
And that's something that you can see. I don't know if you guys can see it from the area view that we have, but it is a nice
It's
ballpark,
beautiful.
very beautiful. I'm a resident of Jacksonville, Florida, so we have the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, and I go to school in Savannah State. So the Savannah Bananas and the Jumbo Shrimp have nice ballparks, but this one right here definitely caught my eye. When I went up over that hill, caught my attention, blew me away for a sec. This is a very nice stadium.
And the thing, it makes it even better, the general manager here, Matt Millward, he and the staff and the grounds crew and everybody have opened their arms to minority baseball prospects and the Carolina Metro Reds to allow this to happen. And it's just another one of those things where we're giving our guys a platform on a grand scale.
Absolutely. And by him doing this, him as well, he's looking at some of the talent that's coming up as well. People coming out 2025, people coming out 2026. He's getting a look at some of these young minority players as well. Yeah. As you can see him, he's over there. He's looking.
You see him
you
right
see him
over
over there looking. He's looking.
Well, it makes sense.
You have to.
They come to your yard. You got all this athletic talent here. You better put some eyes on somebody.
You wouldn't be. I wouldn't say you wouldn't be half the brains if you wouldn't sit out here and watch them. You have young scouting come right here to your backyard. Why would you not go out and watch? It looks like we have at least 4 more runners left for the 2026 group.
Right. And then we'll have a little break to make sure we get the cameras in position and all that kind of good stuff. But we appreciate everybody being with us. The Minority Baseball 2024 National Showcase brought to you by Minority Baseball Prospects, Carolina Metro Reds, the good folks here at Atrium Health Park, the Kannapolis Cannonballers, Adidas, the Players Authority, the Henry Louis Allen Fund, and, of course, MBP Helping Hands.
You can see Gerald Thomas.
He came through there pretty good.
Yeah, Gerald Thomas, 2026 graduates.
Mm-hmm.
We're waiting for the numbers to come back. As these are the last 2 young men running
Ooh, they're going. Look
neck
at-
and
woo!
neck.
I'm
We'll
ready-
see what the
I'm
numbers
ready to
come
hear
back.
these
They got
times.
out there quick.
They did. Oh. Okay.
And that will be the last of the 60-yard dash. Our next evaluation will be the defensive evaluation, where we have thousands of students, thousands of contestants / athletes who will be out to show their skills on the outfield. What are you looking to see from these players?
It all comes down to how one of these athletes position themselves to receive the ball, how they use their momentum to drive them forward, and to see if they got a cannon for an arm. Because to throw it from there all the way to where they need to go, that's the difference between a run coming in and stopping a run.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I've seen, and I talked to one of the players earlier through Instagram, social media, he said one of the things that gets him best going is when he runs, that gets all the nervousness out. That way he can throw better. That way when you're all uptight, you have the energy built up in you. You run it out with the 60-yard dash. Now you just let your arm do all the talking.
That's correct. So listen, let's take a little bit of a break. to let them get set up for this, or do we have another runner? I think we're good with the runners.
I believe we're all good. Yes, sir.
So, folks, we're going to take a quick little break so we can get a drink of water so where they set up all the defensive throwing. But Jeff Johnson, Travis with you. This is the 2024 National Showcase in Kannapolis.
Trenches, hopping them fences, making the plays while they riding the bench.
Hey babe, meet us at the bottom of the trail.
Oh, man. Hey.
Open up.
The redesigned Chevy Silverado. With a sophisticated high-tech interior,
Open the door.
it's easy to forget it's a truck.
Thanks.
Nice truck.
It was.
Find new style. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Okay, Swaggy and Sassy. What was it that you wanted to show me?
Grandpa, you said the Swaggy chain harnessed the power and spirit of the Negro Leagues, waiting for someone with the passion and determination to unlock it. Something amazing just happened. I think I activated the power.
Yes, you should have seen him throw the ball like the legend Satchel Paige.
That's remarkable, Swaggy. You have the opportunity to carry on the legacy of thousands of talented players.
Whoa, I had no idea there were so many.
The Negro Leagues were filled with talent and resilience. It wasn't until recently that over 300 of those players were acknowledged in the Baseball Hall of Fame. There was Willie Brown, known for hitting the home runs. Ben Taylor, known as the best first baseman in the game. And there's Oscar Charleston, fearless, and can steal a base with ease.
Wow, that was amazing, Swaggy.
Just like that, Swaggy. You're embodying the spirit of these legendary players.
Hey, grab me one too.
This is Ryan Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
Okay, Swaggy and Sassy. What was it that you wanted to show me?
Grandpa, you said the Swaggy chain harnessed the power and spirit of the Negro Leagues, waiting for someone with the passion and determination to unlock it. Something amazing just happened. I think I activated the power.
Yes, you should have seen him throw the ball like the legend Satchel Paige.
That's remarkable, Swaggy. You have the opportunity to carry on the legacy of thousands of talented players.
Whoa, I had no idea there were so many.
The Negro Leagues were filled with talent and resilience. It wasn't until recently that over 300 of those players were acknowledged in the Baseball Hall of Fame. There was Willie Brown, known for hitting the home runs. Ben Taylor, known as the best first baseman in the game. And there's Oscar Charleston, fearless, and can steal a base with ease.
Wow, that was amazing, Swaggy!
Just like that, Swaggy. You're embodying the spirit of these legendary players.
Choice Hotels is a family of brands that helps you get the most for your money so you can be any traveler you want to be.
You could be a free hot breakfast hero at a comfort hotel.
Yes!
That's how you waffle.
A romantic weekend escaper at a Cambria hotel.
Or Mr. Get the Party Started. Hey!
Be a pool lounger or a big room relaxer. With 22 brands and the best value for your money, Choice Hotels has a stay for any you. Book direct at choicehotels.com, where travels come true. Gotta get the corners.
When we invest in ourselves, our glow, our vision, our vibe, we all shine. Together, we are black beyond measure.
Okay, Swaggy and Sassy, what was it that you wanted to show me?
Grandpa, you said the Swaggy chain harnessed the power and spirit of the Negro Leagues, waiting for someone with the passion and determination to unlock it. Something amazing just happened. I think I activated the power.
Yes, you should have seen him throw the ball like the legend Satchel Paige.
That's remarkable, Swaggy. You have the opportunity to carry on the legacy of thousands of talented players.
Whoa, I had no idea there were so many.
The Negro Leagues were filled with talent and resilience. It wasn't until recently that over 300 of those players were acknowledged in the Baseball Hall of Fame. There was Willie Brown.
And that was Aaron Artston. He'll be throwing from right center field all the way to third base. Now he'll throw it all the way to home plate. Aaron Artston ran a 7.25 in the 60-yard dash, number 58, a 2025 graduate. One of the many few things that I've seen from these young gentlemen is the confidence that they began to have at this competition. You can see before when they first got here, they were a little uptight, a little nervous, but you can see the running got them kind of ready for the showcase. It kind of broke some of the nervousness out of their system, and it looks like they're throwing some of the best balls they possibly can. They're trying to get noticed, and they're doing the best that they can from what they can do and what the talents that they have. As my host once said, J.J. Johnson said, you can be seen that they're first on their respective baseball teams to turn a talent, but now they're come together with a group of young men who are as best as them with a lot of talent. So it's best on best talents, and who's going to show out? Aaron Artston top was 83. Next up will be number 41, Ajante Bullock, number 41, a 2025 graduate. As Bullock will be throwing from outfield to third base to first base, then to home plate. As he throws it just out of the distance. Second attempt coming up for Bullock. And again, out of the reach for the catcher. Ajante Bullock, 2025 Bullock. Alec Waller now stepping onto the field. A standout in his 60-yard dash, running a 6'3" and 6'4" flat. Waller has been a standout of tonight's showcase, a 2025 graduate. As Waller There was a nice ground level ball to number 19, DeAndre Sellers. Alec Waller, top 75. Anderson Harris will now step up to on the field. Harris will sling it over to third base. So nice throw from Harris. One of the best throws we've seen on the night. This one just out of the reach for the catcher. One of the many things that I've seen from these young men is the support that they've shown for one another. You can see, I don't know if you guys can hear them on the field, but they're cheering each other on, making sure each contestant gives out their best, and are going to support no matter what. It's been from both sides, 2025 and 2026. You can see the men from 2025 cheering on the men of 2026. They're showing the competition to one another, but at the same time, it's friendly competition. No one seems to be stepping on anybody else's toes. These young men are really giving each other's men the confidence that they need in order to show out. Anthony Smith stepping onto the field.
Hey, I'm back just for a few seconds, kind of helping out around it in this whole situation. So they're into the throwing thing now, right?
Absolutely.
You know, the thing that I love about all this, too, is that we've got guys at their respective positions. And right now they're throwing over to third base. This also allows a scout or a coach to see how the third base handles the ball coming in from the outfield. One thing that we tell all these players, regardless if you're not running, if you're not jumping, you're being watched. People are watching you do stuff. So if you're just lollygagging and not making good plays over here at third base when they're trying to do the best over here or whatever, not paying attention, people watch those things. It's an amazing thing.
And that's one of the many things that I said right before you came back on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
I said that a lot of the men from the 2026 and the 2025, they're giving each other confidence. No one's stepping on each other's toes. They're giving each other the pep talk, and they're motivating the players. I don't know if the fans can hear us on the field, but they're giving each other the motivational talk. You can hear them saying, bro, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
As I was saying before, when they first got here, they were a little tense, they were showing their little competition face, trying to be tough. But as the time went on, you could see a lot of the men talking to one another, being in groups.
Yes.
And you can see, as we said before, a lot of these young men are all over the country. They haven't even met it before. Some have met through social media, but for some, this will be their first time meeting each other. And for them to show this type of camaraderie as a team and as a year, it's great.
And there is some validity to what you just said. But, of course, a lot of these kids do play each other because they're at that elite level.
Yeah. And
they see each other at other showcases across the country. So there's a lot of familiarity with that. So, but you're exactly right. That's what I love seeing about these guys. They enjoy each other's company. Like last night we had the meet and greet, and they were all in there talking to each other, and the parents were talking to each other. It's a community. It's a family, the Minority Baseball Prospects family.
Sports is a family in a sense. Baseball is family. Every respective sport is its own family. No matter the competition, at the end of the day, we're all trying to do the same thing. We all want to make it to the major leagues.
Right.
It's just one step closer.
It's interesting because right now they're throwing over to home plate. The first baseman's helping the thrower align his throw to first base, so it makes it really easy. So there's a lot of teamwork. And these are, again, another one of those skills that scouts and coaches want to see.
That's Brandon Hill, just out of range for the catcher.
Brandon Hill, highest 79. Also ran a 6.7 today.
Daniel Luster now up to bat.
Kind of got caught up on that one, trying to throw it real hard. Sometimes, that happens, but good shuffle step and a good toss to home plate. As a matter of fact, it's almost over.
88 miles an hour.
That's some good throwing power.
Yes, it is. Any kind of a velocity in the mid 80s, mid 90s and above, that's good. And these guys still have opportunities to build upon that. They're young.
They're young.
Getting into that weight room, getting into that strength room, learning how to throw. And that's what the coaches and the mentors with Minority Baseball Prospects and their coaches help to teach them. They take this stuff back now, and they'll say, all right, you see how you did that? If you would project yourself forward or your arm slot, it makes a big difference. These showcases help you get better.
You're young. You can only get better. That's something that a lot of coaches say. You can only get better. You can never grow down. You only can go up. And as you can see, they're still young. A lot of these players, they graduate 2026. They're juniors in high school. They still have more time to learn. You have the summertime. You have Christmas break. You still have more time to learn.
Exactly. And I'm looking out here right now, and you see while these guys are working on their skills, you got other guys just kind of keeping warm and, restocking on some water, maybe some fruit, some protein, and getting themselves ready because the batting is coming up, and it's a very important element of this too. So that's going to be the next thing, guys. Right now we've got our throws coming from the outfield. Then we'll do throws at shortstop, throws behind the plate, throws from first to third, and We'll get all that done, take a break, and then we'll be doing more at this National Showcase, Minority Baseball Prospects, Carolina Metro Reds, the Players Alliance, Adidas, the Henry Louis Allen Fund, or Henry Louis Allen Fund. That's Hank Aaron for you guys out there. His fund helps us out an awful lot, and of course, our philanthropic arm, MVP Helping Hands.
If you're a scout here, JJ, what's something that you're looking for in these players? If you were a scout for another team, what's something that you would be looking for the players?
You know, in this part of a showcase, which is total skills, you look for skills. You look, can they run fast? Can they throw hard? Can they hit hard? Are they making good athletic moves, getting to the ball, coming through the ball? Are they in position to help their team? Tomorrow
is when it comes down.
Is a different situation because now you're actually playing. And there are minute things that you can do in that playing realm that a little bit, what kind of teammate are you? Are you out there dapping your boys up, making sure, even though you might not play with them all the time, are you there supporting your team when you're there? That character comes out, how you carry yourself on the field.
And off the field.
And off the field.
Yes.
Say you get up there and strike out, and you know this is important to you, and you're like, hey, if it was a good pitch and you struck out, but you still walk off with your head high, and you don't let it get it down,
That's one of the many things that you learn in sports. You never want to put your head down. You want to show the confidence. Even when you don't do your best, your confidence will show that you're willing to get better. As long as you're willing to get better and grow, as you said before, these guys are still young. They still have more time to grow. You can't give up now. You're still young, and you still have ability to grow on your skills. Whatever you can work on, you can work on. Whatever you're not the best at, you still can work on it to help build that skill.
That's true. And we've got I'm going to talk a little bit about the coaches and the staff and the makeup of these guys. For instance, Alex, who's the founder of all this, led one of the greatest baseball teams in the state of Georgia high school baseball. They've done so great all through those years. Reggie Hollis. Reggie was the head coach at Tuskegee. The people around it, Carolina Metro Reds, Morris Madden, MLB pitcher, philanthropic guy. I mean, they're focused, and everybody around him here. I mean, I don't know all the coaches that are out there right now, but I do know of them, and we know each other. I just can't tell who they are in particular. Go. A lot of times some of these young men don't get that opportunity.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of these players don't get recognized, but due to the social media aspect that we are in now, and the different ways that you can watch baseball, it gives players a more different aspect to show their skill. It shows that you don't have to go to a big-time school or a big-time college to show your skill. You can come from a small school and show your ability. The talent is talent, and like we said before, you can't teach talent, you can't teach speed.
That's true. There's an old adage that if you have the talent, they'll find you.
Absolutely.
I don't subscribe to that. Now, there'll be people out all the time. If you have talent,
and then you don't come again
just
to make something in the right spot.
Out. That's one of the challenges that minority players of color, have always had a challenge with that. And to get out, to get online, and that's what Minority Baseball Prospects does, is it helps them to get their stuff out into that baseball world so they can be seen just like a lot of these other teams.
As you can see, the class of 2026 is gearing up next. As you said before, they were out there warming their arm up, getting ready to throw from right field all the way to third base into home plate.
Great moves down there by the catchers, too. They're getting warmed up, too.
Absolutely.
On
Everybody's getting warmed up. Everybody's getting some of the action.
Warmed up.
As you said, they're making each other better.
Everybody's
getting better. It's a workout at every single station. The 60-yard dash is a workout. You might not just because you're not running, you have to stay loose. A lot of the players are getting loose beforehand. And at each station, a lot of these players are working out. As we have 2 more players left for the 2025.
Miss Small, number 14, Solomon Small.
And we now have Solomon Small. Good pitch and throw all the way to third base, Solomon Small.
I didn't know if he had some trouble with one of the walkie-talkies or not. If he does, let me know. I've got chargers up here, too.
We got one that just went dead.
10-4. At the break, I'll get it and charge it back up.
You gave me, Roy?
As we now have the 26 men going up on the field, I was just asking my host, JJ, what's something that a scout would be looking at? What if one of these players has a high velocity speed, but the accuracy isn't as great? How would you go at that as a scout?
Well, you know, like you were talking about before, talking about speed, right? You can't necessarily teach it. Now, you can learn it and get better at it. Same thing here. It's tough sometimes. Now, you can build your arm to get stronger and learn how to throw better, but if you've just got a natural, they call it a loose arm or a whippy arm. If you're a natural thrower like that, a scout is looking at you going, he's got.
Okay, Swaggy and Sassy, what was it that you wanted to show me?
Grandpa, you said the Swaggy chain harnessed the power and spirit of the Negro Leagues, waiting for someone with the passion and determination to unlock it. Something amazing just happened. I think I activated the power.
Yes, you should have seen him throw the ball like the legend Satchel Paige.
That's remarkable, Swaggy. You have the opportunity to carry on the legacy of thousands of talented players.
Whoa, I had no idea there were so many.
The Negro Leagues were filled with talent and resilience. It wasn't until recently that over 300 of those players were acknowledged in the Baseball Hall of Fame. There was Willie Brown, known for hitting the home runs. Ben Taylor, known as the best first baseman in the game. And there's Oscar Charleston, fearless, and can steal a base with ease.
Wow, that was amazing, Swaggy.
Just like that, Swaggy. You're embodying the spirit of these legendary players.
Verizon just gave us all a brand new iPhone 13.
We've been customers for years.
I thought new phones were for new customers.
We got iPhone 13s too, switched to Verizon 2 minutes ago.
Ours were busted, and we still got a shiny new one.
Check it out. So wait, everybody gets the same great deal.
I think that's the point.
iPhone 13 on us. For every customer. Current, new, everyone. On any unlimited plan. Starting at just $35. All on the network more people rely on.
Choice Hotels is a family of brands that helps you get the most for your money so you can be any traveler you want to be.
You could be a free hot breakfast hero at a comfort hotel.
Yes!
That's how you waffle!
Mr. This Script got a plot twist at a Radisson hotel.
A business big leaguer.
Go for key.
Even the ultimate pool float inflator.
With 22 brands and the best value for your money, Choice Hotels has a stay for any you. Book direct at choicehotels.com, where travels come true. Gotta get the corners.
Hey, grab me one too.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your
Welcome everyone back to the National Showcase, where we have the defensive of evaluation, where players will be throwing from outfield to third base into home plate. We have some 2026 men gearing up to throw, and we have the 2025 graduate year still trying to finish out everything. I'm your host, Travis Petty. Alongside me is JJ Johnson as he went to take a break. But things are still underwhelming right now from some of these young men, but some young men are showing their skills, showing their talents, and showing that they belong in certain schools that will show out their talents. I want to thank you guys for watching. We said before, I'm your host, Travis Petty. Alongside me is JJ Johnson. We will come back in to talk about what we've seen from these players and what players have stood out to us. Thank you guys for tuning in.
not even touching it for real. I'm just. You just want me to hold it, just to make sure it just stay firm. That's a whole 6 hours. That's all they got, water? Is it spring water? Alright, I'll take it. It's not even hot. I'm just scared they don't hit. Yeah, they is throwing, and they throwing 88. Yeah, I don't want to get hit.
Hey guys, we're back. I think we got just a few more throwers here. in the 2026 group at the 2024 National Showcase, Minority Baseball Prospects, Carolina Metro Reds, Atrium Health Park Field in Kannapolis, home of the White Sox affiliate, Kannapolis Cannonballers, outside of Charlotte. Actually, we're about 20 miles outside of Charlotte. Real nice town, beautiful area, and a beautiful park.
Said we have about 4 more gentlemen left going up for the 2026 group. I wanted to get into it, JJ. I want to talk about 2 of my standouts that I've seen so far.
Okay, who are they?
Both from each year. And the 2025, the standout as always. I've been talking about him since I first got here. It's Alec Waller.
Okay.
Waller threw some of the most prettiest balls I've ever seen from right field to third base to home plate. The catchers didn't even have to move. They stood right on their plate, and that's something that you want to see from your catcher and your thrower. You don't want to have your catcher move from left to right, side to side. You want to have him stationary because somebody's running at your catcher full speed. You don't need your catcher going from side to side.
That's right.
Alec Waller from 2025, and from the 2026 group was Charles Singletary, a 88-mile-per-hour ball. As you said before we came on air, he threw a ball that was so perfect. It made us stood up. And you went to the GM and asked him, like, hey, he's 2026, a junior in high school. That guy, he threw a ball. Those 2 guys really stood out to me, Charles Singletary and Alec Waller.
Yes, they did. They're very much so. You know, we talked about it a little bit yesterday again. When you see the guy that it's that guy, you can tell.
Yeah.
It's just because he'll make the motion, he'll catch the ball, he'll throw the ball, and then when you see the results, you go, whoa.
Like what we did. We said, whoa, we stood up out our seats.
Okay, look at this guy. And, you know, because clean transitions, getting the ball, receiving the ball, throwing the ball, catching the ball, and that's a big deal. And we're going to be getting a lot into that, too, when we get into the infield throws.
Yes.
Because that's always interesting to me, these infield throws, because now you're starting to deal with these catchers. And I'm going to tell you what, at the shortstop, third baseman, first baseman, and those guys, we'll see some skills right there.
Yes, that's what we came to see.
We'll see some skills.
It's the National Showcase 2024 is skills.
That's it. That's it. Of course, folks, this is brought to you by Minority Baseball Prospects, Carolina Metro Reds, Adidas, the Players Alliance, the Henry Louis Allen Fund, and MVP Helping Hands. And, of course, our great friends here at Atrium Health Park, Kannapolis Cannonballers.
Yes,
I mean, they've been taking care of us.
They've been taking care of us since we got here. They taken care of us. They got us a place to stay. They've done everything they can for us. And I want to give credit to our streaming team as well. Down there below, Quantez Miles is doing a very dangerous job. He's sitting in the middle.
He's in the middle of this
He's
stuff.
in the middle of everything. So I want to give a shout out to him.
Yeah, he gets an extra biscuit tonight at the
extra
table.
Biscuit, extra water, get whatever he wants. He's did a fine job today. We have our production crew, Patrick Russell, and our other cameraman, Bishop Bird. Both guys are putting in extremely nice work for this organization, and they're trying to help build their skills.
And folks, just to give you a quick idea, you know, I said Kannapolis is a little outside of Charlotte. Beautiful town. Great people, great baseball history for one, and not just baseball in general, but minority baseball history, because right around in this area, you got Livingston College that used to have a baseball team, a couple of other colleges, Barbara Scotia College, which was a HBCU at the time, used to have a baseball team, but that all already throws me down to something else that always gets, that is amazing to me, is that in the state of North Carolina, where we are, there is only one D1 HBCU baseball team, and that's North Carolina A&T.
Yes, sir.
And so many of the colleges, the HBCU colleges, had to get rid of baseball, unfortunately, for financial reasons and things like that. Yes. And I'm hoping that through this, we bring that we're able to bring that back.
And that's something that we've been asking for as African Americans. We want to be able to have the resources that other colleges have. We don't want to always have to be able to go to the necessarily the PWI. Sometimes some people want to stay home in their respective areas and go to HBCUs, because you say some of the players beforehand went to their HBCUs. A lot of the first Hall of Famers went to HBCUs.
Yes, sir.
So that's something we're trying to bring back.
But it gets down to the brass tacks.
Yeah.
Money. And support. So for you folks out there that are listening and that you're feeling what we're trying to do, find a way to support black baseball, minority baseball in your area, from the youth side, from the high school side. A lot of times they just don't have the funds. If you feel it in your heart, if you're rich, we would really like to talk to you. We've got some opportunities that you can help us along the way. Go to our website, give us a call, talk to us, help us out. I know there's some millionaires listening to this. I know there's some people out there that's got some coin. Hey, great tax write-off. I'm just going to be straight up. That's a business expense. You got that kind of money, we can help you with your taxes. We can write off some of that stuff. Call my brother.
We need all the help we can. We need all the help we can.
100%.
It looks like we have one more athlete left from the 2026 group.
Okay. And these young men are sitting down here in the dugout. They're getting ready for their turn, trying to get some stay out of the sun. But it's not that hot today.
It's not that hot. They started at a very respectable time. When I got here, I was like, it's kind of windy, kind of chill, but the sun was out. So I was a little confused. I'm saying, is it hot? Is it cold? Is the sun not out yet? I'm not in the temperature, but as my friend said before, it's great baseball weather. And you said before, it's nothing better than baseball on a good Saturday morning.
Ooh, man, let me tell you. But remember, we got 2 games tomorrow, so folks, please tune back in. You can actually see them playing games. And the schedule for tomorrow is the first game starts around 9:30 a.m., goes to 11:30 a.m. That'll be the 25s. And then from 12 till 2 will be the 26th. Controlled scrimmages. And ask me what a controlled scrimmage is.
What is a controlled scrimmage?
Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
It's just what it says, folks. These coaches are out here looking at these guys. If, for instance, a play happens and they go, hey, wait, we need to stop. Mm-hmm. Then so they can help these kids, these young men. I say kids, young men, they are kids to me. These young men understand what they were doing. They might get a number of them. A pitcher might need to get in. So they might give him 5 or 6 pitches and bring somebody else in. So it's just a manipulated game. That's all it is. Through the coaches for the betterment of the players.
And as you said before, this game right here shows the importance of the skill. This right here puts you in the individual drill. Now it's a team aspect. As you said, even if you strike out, you want to walk out with your head held high. Confidence shows everything.
That is true. All right, we're getting ready to go into now the offensive stuff. Well, we're still in the defensive, going to the shortstop, third baseman, middle infielder types of throws across the diamond to first base. So we're concentrating on the shortstop from the shortstop position, throwing from there to first base.
What's something that you want to see from these athletes throwing from shortstop? What's something that you will be looking at from these men?
Agility, arm strength, the ability to run the right route to the ball. Same thing in the outfield. You need to be able to run the right route to the ball. And then that athleticism, because some of the best athletes are over there at shortstop, man. It's amazing. Those guys, they're throwing underarm, and you're like, how did they make that throw? That's crazy.
Some of these throws, those 2 young men I said before, that stood out to me from the right field to third base. Let's see if they can tone that throwing strength, their throwing strength down to shortstop. Let's see right here what they can do.
And you know, some of those guys that we saw in the outfield will not be out here, and some of those that'll be out here didn't go throw in the outfield because they're strictly those guys. Yeah.
And We're now at the start of the offensive evaluation. I'm your host, Travis Petty. Alongside me is J.J. Johnson. We will come right back to talk about our standouts from this evaluation. Now up to bat will be the 2025 year. The 2026 men will be warming up on the sideline. But as I said before, this will be the start of the 2025 offensive evaluation. I'm your host, Travis Petty. Alongside me is J.J. Johnson. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will come right back to talk about our standouts.
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We'll be coming in and out, whenever we kind of feel like
Absolutely.
it. But we do appreciate everyone taking the time to be a part of this stream. We're now on the infield element of the defensive evaluations in this national showcase. Man, I'm going to tell you what, we got people from all over the place. I was talking to folks from California, Louisiana, Chicago, New York, Florida, all across the Southeast, of course, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, like I said, Louisiana, Florida, Virginia, Washington, D.C., California, Seattle.
Folks from
everywhere.
All over the state.
Everywhere. And we welcome them all. And when you get rich, make sure you remember Minority Baseball Prospects and Carolina Metro Reds in your financial situation.
And remember this young man, number 24, Antoine Oliver. What a nice throw he just made.
Now, see, look at him. That boy gathers that ball. Oh,
yeah,
baby.
That's a
nice
good one.
Toss.
Remember that name, Antoine Oliver.
Antoine Oliver.
Ran a 7.03 in the 60-yard dash. Let's see this one. Ooh, 3 for 3.
And if you'll notice, the way they do these showcases, they do things to it. Right there. You get 3 kind of plays. You get a forehand catch, where you come up and make the throw, a backhand catch that shows your agility and that you can go forehand to front hand to backhand, and then that short throw where you're running up on that ball. See, watch him here. He's going to get it. He's got to get to that ball and make a good throw.
On the run, and he lost it again.
He lost it again.
But it's still a nice throw he made while still on the run. Like you said before, he didn't let the negative overcome the positive.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I think his hair got in the way twice.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because when he went down, his
hat's
fell
coming right
down.
off, yeah.
And y'all, I know y'all are going to say, oh, hair doesn't make a difference. Yeah, it does. If your hair, every time you make a throw, it falls off your head, you gotta think about that a little bit. I know it's nice and you look good and you're handsome, but if you did that in the game, you'd be out.
And one of the things you said off air was you can have the looks all of you want. You can have the looks and the talent, but if your hair will overcome in the factor of your play, that sometimes will be a negative.
Mm-hmm. And I love the way that the coach down there is talking to him, because he's talking to him right now about something or other, and he's looking at his hat.
Cameron Simpson
here. Yes. Here he goes. Cameron's got good. Oh, nice gather. Okay, got a little wild on that throw, but I tell you, it was dynamic. He's quick as he can be, and look at that zoom. I like.
He has some nice velocity.
I like what I see.
Nice velocity on it.
Love what I see. Look at him. He's going to that back end. Let's see what he's got.
That's a good one.
Now there you go.
That's a good one.
He gathered
He
himself
took his time.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
he lost it.
He tried to get that short throw in there, didn't he? And you know, and here we are. We're just making commentary. But during a game, I feel the same way. I watch it. I'm going, ooh, you know, he's
I mean, these guys are thinking. You got to think about a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys are in their mind. That's a good throw from him. A lot of these guys are in their mind. They're thinking a lot, and that's something I heard from the coaches on the field. Is stop thinking. Just let your play. Let your talent do all the talking. Don't try not to think as much, because when you think, that's when you start to mess up.
That's when you normally start to mess up. Okay, let's see this young man. I don't know who this is, but long-limbed.
DeAndre Sellers.
DeAndre Sellers, ladies and gentlemen.
6'9", 8 in the 60-yard dash. Sellers, nice throw.
Nice throw across there. See, now, he gets to the ball, makes a good catch down. Great throw across. And they're even getting velocity from there to there, too. So, here we go with his backhand. Makes a good adjustment. Nice
3 for
throw.
3. Sellers
nice
and Oliver so
nice
far.
Throw. Okay, let's see what he's got here. He's going to go with the glove. Not bad. Not bad.
Even with the dreadlocks, I didn't let interfere. Even though his hat came off, he didn't let it interfere. He made a perfect throw.
And if you take care of it to where you've got something on your head to hold it back and underneath your hat, you'll be fine.
Another nice pitch and catch.
Yep. These young middle infielders, they are very skilled on how to receive the ball and how to get rid of it. So that's something that any baseball team is always going to be in need of.
It's a nice pitch and catch. A lot of these young men, this seems to be their specialty so far. This has been a standout from what we've seen so far.
Yes.
Nice pitch and throws on the run, right to left. They're not making the first base catcher move a lot from side to side.
And they don't need to.
They don't need to move.
And the first baseman. Now, see, we hadn't even gotten into the first baseman's responsibilities, but his responsibility is to be a vacuum.
Yes.
You've got to get him on the first hop, over here, up high, down low, wherever you can get him, and just be that target for them. And not nice for that first baseman.
Yeah.
Boy, he was coming over on that one. We're going to be looking at him too.
And it's not just the throwers that are being looked at. It's from all over. The first base, the catcher. A lot of these young men are getting looked at. And this, for your 2025 year, you're graduating this year, you want to get as many looks as possible because you never know who's watching.
I love what that young man down there, that first baseman, he came down. He pointed at the guy who was throwing to him. It's those little things. You look at it and you go, okay. That little gesture just showed me he gave that guy props for making good throws to him.
And that's something that we were saying before. These guys are showing camaraderie as a team, as a year that they graduate all together. They're showing that they're family, and they're coming close, and they're giving each other pointers. As you can see, the coach over there talking with the player. The players are also help coaching each other up on the sidelines as well. It's not just the all for me, I'm trying to get mine.
Yeah.
It's showing a team game.
They really are.
Great throw. Great throw. Jonathan Patterson, a 6'9" in the 60-yard dash. Patterson up again. A little too high.
Yeah.
A little too high. Sails one over. Good catch from the first base. Man, these first base catchers.
They got to get up.
Goodness,
That's
they
why
got to get up.
You notice, and those young men down there are pretty tall. First basemen, I remember one time they made my son play first base when he was in college because I don't know why, but he was a really good infielder. And he did great. But normally you see first basemen, they're a little bit taller, usually left-handed. So, because that left hand allows you to reach
out
to get out there. So, in other words, the right hand would be out, which would be easier instead of having your body that way. So,
good firm base, good throw. Number 49.
I think what's also, something that I just said made me think. I've never seen too many left-handed catchers.
For real? You've never
I
seen
really
that?
haven't. I don't know many left-handed catchers. Because if you think about it, throwing to first base or second base, if you're trying to throw down, if you're throwing to first base one way and then over to third one way, it's an interesting. But I don't see too many left-handed catchers.
And that one went right through the first base catcher's hands. He's in belief. He's in shock.
Hello.
He looked at his glove, shocked for a minute.
He did.
But these young men are definitely showing out on this skill category right here. They're showing their talents. A lot of these balls are thrown perfect.
Yes,
the
they are.
first base, he's not even moving. That's something that we did not see for a lot from the right field to third base and to the catcher. This one right here is showing out their arm talent and their accuracy.
And, of course, much longer throw out there.
Yeah.
But very nice. That guy's got a little velo right out there. Let's see him. Here he goes. Let's see what he's got.
Oh.
It's all right.
As you can hear the coaches saying, get back, get back, get back. Don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
And just a little too low for the catcher, but he still makes up for it. He still walks out with his head high to the sideline, and you just want to keep giving him his props, and you say, don't give up, keep doing what you're doing. It's still more time to show your skills.
It is.
Just a little too low. Because we have about at least around a handful left of players left from the 2025 graduate year. The players from the 2026 year now on the sideline, warming up, getting ready to show their skills. So far, which group have you seen has stood out to you, Johnson?
I mean, there's so many of them. The 20, I feel the 2025s, which is a senior group, are a little more accomplished. Just a great catch over there by that first baseman again.
He got split and caught it.
Yes, sir. And that's what I'm saying. That
he got
skill
into
group.
Split and caught it.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that just because of that extra year, they've been able to get coached up for another year. They just have a little bit better idea. So I'm right now with them. But I see a lot of great things out of the 26s, and we'll see some good things in the game tomorrow, too.
And what's something that you would tell that young 2026 graduate year? What's something that, as a coach, you would tell them that they need to work on, and just tell them to not give up on their confidence, as they are young. A lot of these players have not showed the skills that they would like to show, but you have some players who have definitely stood out. What's something that you would like to tell these players?
I would tell them, did you have fun? Did you learn anything? And review your tape.
Yes, sir.
Simple.
Simple.
You know, you want to make sure you still are having fun out here. But looking back at your performance makes a big difference. So what Minority Baseball Prospects and Carolina Metro Reds is doing, too, by providing this stream, they're providing an opportunity for coaches and scouts and different people to see these guys where they didn't have to fly all the way here. So that's a huge deal as well.
Absolutely. Has Steven Ramirez.
Okay.
Nice throw from Ramirez. Number 17 ran a 6.64 in a 60-yard dash.
Oh, okay.
Ramirez again. Just a little too high.
Oh.
Ooh.
You want to make sure our guys down there get heads up. Yeah, man. You can't. That's another thing about the baseball field. You just can't lollygag around the field when the ball's in play.
Everything, you never know what's coming at you. You got to keep your head on the swivel.
You better know where the ball's coming from at all times.
Because our baseball is hard, might I add. Our baseball is hard.
Softballs are real hard, too.
Got to be on the lookout.
And softball's even bigger. That bad boy hits you right in the back.
Forehead. Ooh.
Oh, come on. It's a bruise for days. Beautiful day in Kannapolis. What time is it? I mean, what's the temp? It is 70. Y'all, it's 75 degrees at 11:54 on a Saturday.
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I
bet it's
imagine.
a million degrees out there.
Man, sometimes it reaches temperatures where you're like, I don't even want to come outside today, and it just out of the
went
reach.
Went right under his glove. That's where that technique, getting that hand down.
Xavier Warden, a 7-4 flat in the 60.
Okay. Class of 2026. He's going to get bigger and stronger. He's going to get bigger and stronger.
Now at the start, the 2026 year, number 90, Ashton Osborne, a 7.88 in the 60-yard dash.
Okay.
He'll start things off for the class of 2026. Osborne loses the handle of it. Still plays it through. Nice pitch and catch.
Shoot, guys, I'm gonna tell you.
Stephen Paul will be the catcher for first base for the 2026.
You know, and as I look out here right now, as I'm looking at how the day is going, after we get finished with all these, we're now at shortstop. We'll be getting throws from here. Then we'll go to the catchers. And after the catchers get through, I don't think the first baseman is going to do anything. I don't know yet. But then that's when we'll take the lunch break, and that is supposedly down for anytime we can break it down before 12 or 1. And then 1 to 3, we're going to move right into it. I don't think there's going to be a lot of lunch break at all. We just move right on through. At 1 o'clock, we start our offensive stuff. We got to give the ground crew time to get things into position.
And they've
then
done
we
a
go
great
from there.
job so far.
They've done a fan.
They're putting their lives. We just said you got to be aware of the baseball. Steven Ramirez threw a ball. It was a little too high. It ended up in the dugout. We have a cameraman that's right at the exit of the dugout.
Right at the dugout.
And
he
right
needs to be
there.
ready.
He has to be ready. He has to keep his head on the swivel. Quantez Miles putting his life on the line for minority baseball. How could you not love him?
That was very nice and smooth by that young man right
Brian
there.
Price, 6'7", and a 60. Very fast. I believe he was the fastest player out of the 2026
Oh, really?
group. Brian Price.
Okay. BP. He got that nickel on his back.
BP,
Number
I like
5.
Number 5.
Oh, man, I really appreciate you allowing me to come here and share some of my foolishness.
Oh, man, thank you for bringing me here, man. Thank you for bringing me here. I'm just a student at Savannah State trying to make it big. And
Well, I hope you do. And folks, let me tell you, I do. I have a group. There's a group of students, or young men, and they're students. That's one thing, but they are taking care of all of the streaming and the announcing and stuff. And it's a pleasure and an honor for me to be able to be here, because as a more mature gentleman, I was in the same place y'all were.
And that's what we're trying. We're trying to make it, man. We're trying to make it.
Yes, and y'all are learning. You're learning this, and it takes a minute. It's just like everything takes practice. Even this. What you do, our producer, our camera folks, it takes practice, and y'all are doing a great job. So thank you.
So it's not just a showcase for baseball; it's a showcase for us as well. Everybody has a showcase today.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit. I'm gonna give you a little bit of critique. Okay, well, our producer's doing a wonderful job. Our director, he's looking very, 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 very good. He sees everything. Patrick Russell in his house. He's just looking at me like, what is this man saying?
Nice throw, Charles Singletary again. With the Superman-like throw.
Watch out, Charles.
Charles Singletary. Just a little too high. It was a very errant throw. He almost hit. Yeah. Charles Singletary and Brian Price have definitely been the standouts from the 2026 group so far. It's only the start. We still have more contestants left to go.
Oh, sure.
But those two, Charles Singletary has been
Those are the ones you put a star down.
Yeah, those are the guys you're like,
And it's interesting. I enjoy you doing that, because you're looking at it, like you said, you didn't play a lot, but you recognize athletic skills and stuff.
You see talent.
Right.
Talent. When you see talent and you see it, it's like, some players stand out to you. And that's in either sport. As you said, you play soccer, right over the outstretched hands.
In the infield, man, you don't know what kind of a hop you'll get. And he got one that could have took out some teeth.
Back to what I was saying before. You said you played soccer before when you were little, so you saw the talent level.
Hold on a minute.
In different sports.
Hold on a minute. I said I played at it. I did not. They run too much in soccer for me. I'm a football guy.
I mean,
20, 30 yards, all I can run.
That's all you got. That's all you got.
I was a linebacker and a guard. I said,
you don't need to
Coach,
be running up.
Coach, if I can just run 40 yards and tackle somebody, I'm good.
Yeah. Put me on us.
I'll get you in 40 yards.
Put me on special teams coaches, and I got you.
Yeah, but
it's another errant throw again.
You go a little bit beyond 40 yards, and I'm chasing you down the sideline toward the end zone, you will score.
Yeah. Control what you can't control.
That's right.
Donovan Dortch up. Dortch on the run. Good
nice
from
catch.
The first stop.
Nice catch.
Good catch.
And you know what the great thing? Here we are playing football, but baseball. Football, college football started again.
Yeah.
Shoot, I would like to see I wonder who's winning that Florida State game that's going on right now.
As you can see, one of the producers or one of the people that has a very authoritative position here. He came in with his Jameis Winston Florida State.
Oh, yeah,
jersey
he
on
wasn't
today.
playing around
He
with
wasn't
us.
playing around today. He said he wants his Florida State team to be on today.
He is not playing around with us. And that gentleman we're talking about is Matt Wilward, who is the GM of the Kannapolis Cannonballers. And he has become one of my favorites. He has already become just a great guy and the whole organization. Again, thanks to them. Tim, who is the superintendent here, Tim is one of these guys, the superintendent. And I know that y'all out there that are listening understand this. He treats this field like it's his baby.
Like it's his baby.
Man, look at it.
I mean, but it's beautiful. It's a
beautiful.
beautiful field. When I first, we talked about it before. When I first got out here, I said, this is a beautiful field. It smells good. Everything looks good. They've done a well-kept job of keeping this place up to par.
It is his baby. And I sit there and talk to him, and I've seen him grimace sometimes when, like, the players will be out there and they'll do certain things. They'll go, oh. You know.
But as a player, I mean, isn't that something that you want to see as a player? You come out to a nice field. You're like, nice field. I'm going to show my time. I'm going to show out.
Yep. That's exactly what you do. Exactly what you do. Because this is where you want to play. You want to play here for the Cannonballers. Because then when you play here, you're a pro.
Yeah. And that's something that you strive to be, is a pro.
Yes, sir.
And these players are only 26, juniors in high school.
Oh, yeah.
They still, man, they have years and
They
years,
got years
of time
to go.
to develop and get better. As you said, look at their tape, work on what you can work on, control what you can't control. These guys, they're only going to get better. You only can go up.
Nice throw.
Nice throw. Nice throw.
Folks,
Jaden Bivens.
we got folks here today. Of course, our MVP Helping Hands. They are selling merchandise, of course, to benefit minority baseball prospects. Our good friends from the Carolina Metro Reds, Morris Madden, he'll be out here in a little while talking to folks. But that part of what we do, too, is very important. So when you go to our website, Minority Baseball Prospects, let me make sure before I say .com, because I think it might be .org. But go check it out, folks, if you haven't yet. Let's see.
Jaden Bivens has just now made the list.
All right.
Another standout player. Bivens, you've now made the list.
There you go. But minorityprospects.com. Minorityprospects.com is the website. It's fantastic. You can see they've got profiles on there, all kind of video, all kind of tips for parents. minorityprospects.com.
In and out of the hands. And he'll just held one over. A one-hopper, still caught, but he still has time. Now on the run, looking to redeem himself. Nice throw. Nice throw.
I wish I could grow my hair that long.
Man, I mean, is it sort of an advantage or a disadvantage?
I don't know.
In this terms of this sense.
I'm just looking at it just from
the style standpoint.
Well, as you get more mature, you know, you lose a little bit. See, you're still young. You look good.
Oh, thank you, man.
You know, you're handsome.
Thank you.
You know, I would look hideous with dreads.
No, I mean, you just have to try it. You never know. You never know what fits you.
I know
had
what my
dreads.
wife would
I just
say.
cut mine, so.
Oh, did you really?
I just cut them.
You look good. I like it.
Thank you. You know, I'm trying to do a whole different look. I'm trying to be a whole nother look, whole nother person. It's a different personality for me.
Okay.
Coming out of my shell for.
Okay. Well, I know one thing. I'm going to be keeping up with you guys for a while since you're going to be doing this, because once I meet you, I'm going to get those digits. Yeah, I want to know where you are, what you are, because if I got to ever be of any help,
we'll be there for you. Savannah State's always there. You can get anywhere from here. That's our motto. You can get anywhere from here.
Where, from Savannah?
Yes, sir. Savannah State University. That's our college's motto. You can get anywhere from here.
I love Savannah State. I love.
Ooh. Hopefully everybody's okay.
I'm sorry, guys. When I see a ball go into the dugout, I always cringe.
And again, Wade Maddox, number 53.
Dang.
He's put some woo baby on it again. Nice catch. But 2 for 2 in the dugout. Hopefully those players were okay.
They better.
They have reflexes like a cat.
As they
and
say,
again,
as they say, keep your head on a swivel. That was 3 balls going into the dugout.
Wade Maddox.
And I know Alex and Oso sitting down there going, huh? 3? And the coach is right over there talking to him.
Talking to him, yeah.
Talking to him and talk to the other young man too.
You can see he goes back to the sign with his head up, with his head held a little down. He just got to keep his confidence up. Don't let the nervousness kick in for you right here. Nice throw from number 29, Micah Irving.
Not Michael.
No,
Micah.
Micah.
I said that to him last
Yeah.
night. I said, oh, hey, Michael. No, sir.
No, it's
Micah.
Micah Irving.
That's right.
You don't know too many people named Micah Irving.
No, you don't.
You don't. Not Micah Irving.
No.
I know a young man by the name of Michael Irving. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I know he is.
Michael Irving. He's my best friend. I'm talking like I know him. I don't
Yeah,
know him.
you don't know
but-
Michael Irving.
But Michael Irving, but this young man, Micah Irving, number 29, 2026 graduate. Nice pitch and throws from Irving.
Okay, here we go.
Put some air on it, Noah
Yeah,
Boyd.
a little bit. He put a little
air
on
it,
that.
Noah Boyd.
He didn't give him that zip. It needs a zip. See, it still had that.
It has that little kind of
rainbow
little race
going
to
on.
it, yeah.
That's all right. That's all right.
Boyd not up for his 3rd attempt. That's nice.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Again, young. He's going to get stronger. He's going to put that zip on that ball.
The weight room is essential, young man. Another one on the run.
That's all we did. Weight room, football.
Weight room.
That's it. Weight room and eat.
Eat. Weight room and eat. Pierce Alexander up now to the plate. Alexander.
Heads up.
A nice aerial attack. Like one.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
Did one of the young men get hit in the dugout?
No, huh?
Okay.
I think they're just staying down. They figured might as well go and bail out right now.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. The one man got down. I didn't want to make sure he got hit.
They're having a good time down there.
Nice zip from Alexander.
Mm-hmm. And we are got about 2 or 3 more. 2 more.
Boy.
Let's see how he does here. Nice catch.
On the run.
Ooh.
A little too low, but it was still
Yeah,
catchable.
very catchable.
It was still catchable.
Very catchable. That's okay. Hey, that's why you do this. Why you practice.
Ronald Jones III, number 54, up to plate. Jones, in and out of his hands. Hat came off as well, still fumbling with the ball. He'll have another bat at it. Nice zip from Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Jones now again. Nice throw again right there from the shortstop. Let's see what he can do now on the move. Swings one over. Nice throws from Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Now he'll be on the run to his right. Boyd. Again. That's some nice throws from Ronald Jones. He's now made the list. A lot of these 2026 graduates have definitely caught my eye, JJ. Correction if I said Boyd. I meant to say Jones.
That's okay. There you go. Come on, young man. Catch that ball. Here we go. I think he's our last thrower. Very nice there on his forehand. Here he comes on his backhand. He just didn't get it. I'm going to leave it at that.
Now on the run to his right. It was still catchable for the first base catcher.
Okay. We got a couple guys who are going to throw from third.
Okay.
So obviously third baseman. Now I'm going to tell you that this throw from there all the way there, it's longer.
It's longer from where they're staying.
For the shortstops. Yeah. And they got to have a gun. A third baseman's, that's so important for them to have a really good
and
throwing.
Let's see who they have up there to throw from that aspect.
Oh, wait a minute. No, actually, we're going to go to the first base side. No, wait a minute. Tell you, I'm going to take a break and we'll watch. See where they go. Minority Baseball Prospects, Carolina Metro Reds. This is the 2024 National Showcase.
Okay, Swaggy and Sassy. What was it that you wanted?
Okay, first base throw over to third. Let's see what we got. Okay, now we're testing these big first basemen out. Testing their agility.
Well, some nice throws from Desmond Edwards, number 92. He was 2 for 3 as far as great throwing accuracy on that skill right there. Desmond Edwards, a 2026 graduate, number 92.
Oh, we're also going to get some second base throws too. So that's good. Once again, we're going to they're not going to take a break here today. It's going to be straight through. They're going to start hitting right away. So
when it swings it over just out of the reach.
Once again, folks, tomorrow we've got 2 games. Start at 9:30 to 2. 9:30 to 11 are the 25s, and the 26s, 12 noon to 2 o'clock. Not bad.
Catch again.
See that left-hander up there? Look at him. That left-hander. Let's see what he got.
And he's throwing them on the money, too.
See, I can already see right now that a scout or a coach would look at him and go, left-hander, got some velocity. He could be not only first baseman, he could be a pitcher.
And Scott threw it right over to my main man, number 5. My main man, Brian Price. Caleb Scott, the 5-to-5 connection. Number 5, Brian Price. Number 55, Caleb Scott. Has a nice little wind-up he has. He cocks it all the way from his shin. And then swings it over.
He's got that long
He got
arm.
that long
He's got some long
wind-up,
arms.
yeah.
Look, watch this. Gosh,
But it's got a
whip.
Yes.
It's like a whip.
He reminds me of that quarterback that played prior in the NFL, Byron Leftwich.
Oh, yeah.
A wind-up from the – he cocks it from his knee, and it comes out so fast like a missile. It's whoof, and it comes out so fast.
My wife went to Marshall University, and that's where he
Byron
went to college. Great guy, great quarterback too.
Nice wind up. That was one of my favorite players growing up. Byron Leftwich.
Sound like a sandwich.
Yeah.
Leftwich sandwich.
Leftwich sandwich. And people used to think he was left-handed. No, he was right-handed. Former offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's
First
right.
round draft pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars back in 2003.
See, we're getting silly now, aren't we?
Now would be the start of 2025, man. Throwing from first base all the way to third base across the diamond. Nice throwing from that young man. Good throwing.
Okay,
Swings one over. Nice pitch and throw from that young man. Michael Dudley, number 33, class of 2025. Great throwing from Michael. As we said before, I'm your host, Travis Petty. Alongside me is J.J. Johnson.
Hey.
We're live from Atrium Health Ballpark right here in Kannapolis, North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte. We are still on the defensive evaluation from these young men. We'll take a break. We'll come right back to share what we've seen from these young men, and we'll come right back. I'm your host, Travis Petty. Alongside me is J.J. Johnson. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Show me.
Grandpa, you said the Swaggy chain harnessed the power and spirit of the Negro Leagues, waiting for someone with the passion and determination to unlock it. Something amazing just happened. I think I activated the power.
Yes, you should have seen him throw the ball like the legend Satchel Paige.
That's remarkable, Swaggy. You have the opportunity to carry on the legacy of thousands of talented players.
Whoa, I had no idea there were so many.
The Negro Leagues were filled with talent and resilience. It wasn't until recently that over 300 of those players were acknowledged in the Baseball Hall of Fame. There was Willie Brown, known for hitting the home runs. Ben Taylor, known as the best first baseman in the game. And there's Oscar Charleston, fearless, and can steal a base with ease.
Wow, that was amazing, Swaggy!
Just like that, Swaggy. You're embodying the spirit of these legendary players.
Pizza Hut.
Welcome everyone back.
Stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you
receiving point? JJ, what's something that you'll be looking at from this evaluation?
You know, we keep saying it over and over and over. It is about arm strength here, receiving the ball, and it's that feel, getting it, boom. It's catch, boom. How do you get that ball out of there to stop that runner who's already got a lead for first base to make that steal? And we got it right here. Watch this. Boom, boom.
Swings it out. And just out of the reach for him. But I
now,
understand what you're saying.
It wasn't too bad right there because even a one hopper, if it's done right like that, if he would have got that, that would have been okay.
But it can't just be just on the catcher or the quote-unquote pop. It sometimes has to be on the second base. Sometimes we said before he threw a ball that was catchable. It was a one-hopper, but the second baseman has to catch the pass. You said somebody's in running. Like, that's a nice throw. He kind of put a little air on it where the second base had to jump on it, but it still was a nice throw.
Looking for that's a great play. So you're looking for a pop time of anywhere. I mean, 2.1. This young man, I think he went 1.9, 1.8. So 191. It's tough for somebody to run from there on a steal and make it there in 2 seconds. And if he can get it down there in 2 seconds, it's going to be close.
As you said, these guys are running full speed at the top of their speed, trying to get around this diamond area.
All right, here we go again. Let's see what we got on this young man.
Anderson Harris. A hopper, but it's caught.
It's caught.
Nice throw. This is a little too high.
Yep. But he's getting it out. He's getting it out of his glove quick, too. Boom, boom. Is that? You know what? That was not it either. Oh, we're having some good time in the control room here.
Harris swings one over. Good throw. Anderson Harris.
185
Wow.
pop time. And on the money.
On the money. Everything was on the money. 3 for 3 hit him right in the middle, right in the pitcher's glove. He didn't even have to move his arm or his body. A hopper right under, right. I mean, it was kind of catchable. What would you say about that one?
Kind of.
That's DeAndre Sellers, the one at second base. He was my standout in the last skill performance. DeAndre Sellers, number 19, ran a 6.98 in the 60-yard dash. One of my standouts, one of my many of standouts from this 2025 group.
And that's not a bad play. That one hopper. Not a bad play.
A lot of his balls has been hopper. Let's see what about this one.
Got a little wild on it.
What do you think is the technique from this catcher swinging it all the way over to second base? What's the technique, something that they have to learn?
Again, when you're receiving that ball, it's got to be receive, you catch, and you've got to get it up and out. So it looks like it's easy, but to be able to do that quickly and to be strong enough to come either up from a crouch to throw takes a lot of just practice. A lot of practice.
So would you say someone is naturally born and naturally gifted at doing this?
I think, I always believe that people are naturally gifted at certain things. Some people are just better, but it can also be learned. If you've got the basic skills and you've got the tenacity to want to learn it, you can do it.
As you can say, that was a nice throw. I can't get the young man's numbers blocking him, but he has some nice throws.
Now,
hopper caught.
Now, let me tell you, from my perspective, I can never do that.
Oh. Well, it takes some skill, though. I mean, like you said, you're a football track type of guy.
I'm telling you, I marvel at these guys sometimes how they can do this stuff. Baseball is one of the hardest sports I've ever seen. I play a lot of golf, right? Golf's hard.
Golf's hard?
Golf's hard. The ball doesn't even move.
It doesn't move. You have to hit the ball, then go to another selected area, hit it again, go to that selected area, hit it again.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. But this sport, too, you're hitting a round ball with a round bat.
And it's coming at you
at 90 miles an hour.
90 miles per hour.
And you know what always gets me? And parents, I want you all to listen to me, kind of close here. Be the best advocate you can for all the players on the field.
Support is needed for these athletes.
You hear a lot of folks in the stands. They'll go, "Hey, choke up on the bat, do this, do that." All I got to say is, you try it. It's enough
Simple
said.
as that.
Simple.
It's nothing else to be said.
You try it, and if you can't do it, just be support. Love them. Don't coach them. Support them. Don't coach them.
You can swing on over, and you can say, I've said it multiple times, your son played baseball, and that's something that you told him. What's something that you would tell your son, being that you didn't play baseball growing up? So how was it trying to teach him, or not necessarily teach him, but learn a sport and teach him from a father's side and a coach's side? Because I know you still have that competitive spirit in you.
I was just good enough to where, I can catch and throw very well and can do certain things that helped him a lot. And, again, I thought that what we did with him was really mold his mental state, and he knew that we had his back.
Absolutely.
And that helps.
And that's something that a lot of these athletes need, is support from their parents and a lot of these coaches.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break because I think they're getting ready to set up the batting aspect of this. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here at the 2024 Minority Baseball Showcase, powered by Carolina Metro Reds, the Kannapolis Cannonballers, and at the Atrium Health Park in Kannapolis, North Carolina. We'll be back in just a minute.
Straight up. Loving it? Original stuffed crust, just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one out Pizza the Hut.
Verizon just gave us all a brand new iPhone 13.
We've been customers for years. We got iPhone 13s too. Switched 2 minutes ago, literally right before this.
iPhone 13 on us on any unlimited plan for every customer, with plans starting at just $35. All on the network more people rely on.
inches, hopping them fences, making the plays while they riding the bench.
Hey, babe, meet us at the bottom of the trail.
Oh, man. Hey.
Open up. The redesigned Chevy Silverado with a sophisticated high-tech interior.
Open the door.
It's easy to forget it's a truck.
Thanks.
Nice truck.
It was.
Find new style. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Okay, Swaggy and Sassy. What was it that you wanted to show me?
Grandpa, you said the Swaggy chain harnessed the power and spirit of the Negro Leagues, waiting for someone with the passion and determination to unlock it. Something amazing just happened. I think I activated the power.
Yes, you should have seen him throw the ball like the legend Satchel Paige.
That's remarkable, Swaggy. You have the opportunity to carry on the legacy of thousands of talented players.
Whoa. I had no idea there were so many.
The Negro Leagues were filled with talent and resilience. It wasn't until recently that over 300 of those players were acknowledged in the Baseball Hall of Fame. There was Willie Brown, known for hitting the home runs. Ben Taylor, known as the best first baseman in the game. And there's Oscar Charleston, fearless, and can steal a base with ease.
Wow, that was amazing, Swaggy.
Just like that, Swaggy. You're embodying the spirit of these legendary players.
Hey, grab me one too.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app as we discuss all things about the HBCU.
Now getting ready for the hitting portion, the offensive portion of this 2024 National Showcase here at Atrium Health Ballpark in Kannapolis, North Carolina, home of the Kannapolis Cannonballers. This is brought to you by Minority Baseball Prospects, Carolina Metro Reds, Adidas, the Players Alliance, the Henry Louis Aaron Fund, and, of course, MVP Helping Hands. We're going to start with our left-handed hitters in the 2025 class. And they will get, I don't know how many, I think they get about 5 pitches apiece. And we're looking at how they hit. This is number 25. Okay,
Let me see.
Alan Cross, who just took his swings right there, ladies and gentlemen. Class of 2025, Alan Cross. You can announce his next one. Okay. And what I would just say is his number.
Welcome everyone back. I'm your host, Jarvis Payne. Alongside me is JJ Johnson.
Hello.
Steven Ramirez up to bat. He was my standout in last evaluation, the defensive evaluation. Now he's going to start off for the offensive of evaluation. Steven Ramirez ran a 6.64 in the 60-yard dash. A 2025 graduate. Ramirez up to bat.
Having a little trouble with the Minority Baseball Prospects backdrop, but we'll definitely work that. You know, we're always trying to make sure we get our name out there in those places. You know, one thing I wanted to tell you, even though these guys were looking at their batting, the outfielders are also getting a look because these people are watching them saying, okay,
that's a nice
who can catch these balls? How do they work on that? And that's a good thing. People are always out there getting good stuff, so that's good.
At each station, everyone is getting work. Everybody's getting talent.
Everybody's
getting
work.
better. Everybody's getting an aspect in which some people may have never played outfield, but this is your time to test it out.
This is your time. And you're helping the team because you're shagging balls.
Team players, yeah. No, we don't
Go
have
out
the
there and pick
coaches.
up all them balls. That's what it is.
And hopefully that we had one of the batters' cages fall. Now they have someone holding it now.
That's
one of the coaches
perfect.
on the side holding it.
Perfect. All right, we got big young man right here, big left-hander coming up. Number 69.
Jackson Stallworth.
And they're all using wood bats, which is cool. I think they're all using wood bats, pretty much. Because if you think about it, when you get to the pros, you use wood.
See, he's been 2 for 2 for hitting a foul ball so far.
Mm-hmm.
These young men are showing off great hitting skills, great batting skills. And this has been a great showcase. These young men are showing off great talent. You have some standouts. You have people that are stood out. You have some people that have some work to do, but it's nothing bad about getting better. That's basically what the showcase is about. Getting better, showing off your skills, showing these scouts that you too can be in the major leagues. And not as far as the major leagues, you can go on to college at a D1 college, D2 college, as long as you're being looked at, you're getting your talents out. It was a nice hit right there from number 69, Jackson Stallworth, for 6.91 in the 60-yard dash. One of my favorites so far from both groups collected has been number 5 from the 2026 group. That's been my favorite player so far. That guy has been able to do things that I'm like, wow. Brian Price, a 6.78, 60-yard dash. He's excelled at every station that they